Just wanted to do a short discussion of the new Canon 40mm f2.8 STM lens. The STM stands for stepping motor. It's a new motor design that Canon just released on a couple of their new lenses, as with the 40mm. That's supposed to take advantage of the new auto-focusing capabilities during video recording mode of the T4i and potentially future cameras. The 40mm has been dubbed the pancake lens simply because of the thin profile design of the lens itself. It's very flat compared to, say, the 51.4 or the 51.8. As you can see, it's pretty much half the length of the 51.8, and definitely less than half the length of the 51.4. As far as price is concerned, if you're looking for something in the short focal range, short to standard focal range, the 51.8 runs for about $100. 51.4 runs for about $350, give or take, and the new 40mm runs for $200 at most major reputable vendors. As you can see, the lens element's very, very small. These use 52mm filters, but I say the lens element's far less than 52, maybe a 20 millimeters on the filter element or the lens element itself. But I have my Canon 5D Mark III here, so I'm going to go ahead and mount the lens to the camera. Give you a little bit more information on the lens itself. The focus ring is on the front of the lens barrel. There's not much room to operate on such a thin lens barrel, but you can see here the focus ring is on the front. Manual focus does not operate if there is no power to the camera, so as to say this lens is fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire lenses is very similar to the 50 or the 85 f1.2, which will not operate the manual focus ring without power to the camera. As you can see here, moving the focus ring, the lens is not focusing. I'm going to go ahead and power on the camera. And as you can see here, now turning the focus ring operates the focusing system on the lens itself. Turning the camera off, lens doesn't focus. So again, fly-by-wire. The focusing speed of the 40mm is fairly good. I would say definitely better than the 51.8, about on par with the 51.4, if not better. Low light conditions, it performs well on the 5D Mark III. As far as distortion, it's standard with any fairly short focal length lens. 40mm, you're going to get some edge and corner distortion, especially on a full frame sensor. I haven't tried this on a crop sensor, so I can't tell you how it looks on that, since I don't own a crop sensor anymore, since I sold my 7D. As you can see here, the thin profile design, fairly distinct and very noticeable. Gives it a distinct look on the camera itself. With a grip, it just looks nearly flat, hardly noticeable. Doesn't attract too much attention to the camera compared to an L series lens. But I do like the design. It gives it some character, so to speak. Highly recommend this lens so far. I haven't had any issues with it. Definitely give it a whirl if you need something that's inexpensive, short focal range. So something lightweight, you can put this on a Rebel body, T4i, T3i, T2i, perhaps the mid-level 50D, 60D cameras without a grip, and you're good to go as far as general purpose. And something lightweight, it's fairly fast. 2.8's fast enough for most conditions, and pushing high ISO on these newer bodies is not a big deal. You can go to 800, shouldn't have any issues. 1600, just clean it up in post. You don't need you don't really need an f2 or an f1.4, something that fast for general purpose. At least in my opinion at this point, just for snapshots and low light. Maybe evening shots if you're out with friends or whatnot. So give it a whirl, $200, Canon 40mm f2.8 STM.